Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is TOK, and as the title suggests, today we got most of the secret rares and full arts from the Japanese portion of Battle Styles. This is not everything. The leak's still coming because the official release date for this set in Japan is the 22nd of this month. Let's just check them out here. They are all really cool. I like all the full art personally. As I said before, I hope they get rid of the rainbow rares, but I think they still here. So only new types of full arts like Tyranitar here got two full arts, regular full arts and the special art full art. Same with Empoleon and the Urshifus. I guess the Urshifus only ones that will not have rainbow rares. But other than that, here's are all the full arts, and we have a secret rare artillery in the set. So I guess in the single strike set we will have a secret rare Houndoom and the secret rare Energy. I really like all of these full arts. But yeah, these are all the full arts and secret rares in the Japanese portion set. As I said, not all of them. The leaks are still coming, but this is most of them. Let's talk about the new cards now. So I'm gonna cover here in this video some cards or some Pokemon cards, regular Pokemon cards in the Battle Style set that I think have potential to be played in decks or make decks around them. Let's start by Salazzle. Salazzle is a Fire Stage 1 Pokemon, evolves from Salandit of course. The first attack is your opponent active Pokemon is now confused. Okay, that's not important. The second attack though, that I can see really good because first of all, it's by 2 colorless energy. Okay, so you can use Twin Energy or Wielder with this. Okay, what it does, so it does 90 times the amount of special condition on your opponent active Pokemon. If you have 2 special conditions, that's by itself 180, which is amazing. But it's easy for this card to do 270 damage. Actually, so easy. I really like this card. I think this card is gonna make a really cool deck, budget deck. How it's gonna put the conditions, there's multiple ways. There's Galarian Slowbro V, there is Team Yell Horn, and there's a new card and I will talk about later here, which is Weepinbell. To the next card, and that is Primeape. Primeape is a single strike Pokemon. You can recover it with something like with the Vitality Jar, for example, and attach energy to it with something like Houndoom from the deck. So what it does, the first attack does 20 damage, discard a stadium in play. Not a bad attack by any means. The second attack is 2 fighting energy, 50 times the damage for each damage counter on your benched Pokemon. So for each benched Pokemon you have that has damage counters, this attack does more. So I think this could be played with Spiritomb, for example. I really like this attack. It's for 2 fighting energy. It's not that hard. Next is Galarian Slowbro. The first attack though is Scatter Poison. Both this Pokemon and your opponent active Pokemon are now poisoned. Okay. The second attack is Frenzy Hammer. For a dark and 2 colorless energy, it does 100 plus damage. If this Pokemon is affected by special condition, this attack does 120 more damage. So I think it's good, but I don't really know what kind of special condition you will put on yourself. If you play Team Yell Horn, you will get confused. So I don't think that's a really good chance to take. So I don't know. If there's a thing that comes out like next set or something that inflict poison to you other than Galarian Slowbro, because Galarian Slowbro need to be in the active spot to activate its ability. Next is the Weepinbell we talked about with the Salazzle. It's a stage 1 Pokemon with 80 hit points. An ability, Dangerous Slime. When it's played from your hand to evolve one of your benched Pokemon during your turn, you may leave the opponent active Pokemon burned and poisoned. So that's by itself a 2 conditions, so your Salazzle will do 180 damage just like that. And if you play Team Yell Horn, as I said, and switch your active with something, you will have 270 damage. So I think this could be a really fun. And the next card here is Tapu Bulu. Is a basic Pokemon with 130 hit points with 2 attacks. First attack is push down, 20 damage. Your opponent switches their active Pokemon with one of their benched. The second attack is Nature Judgment for 2 grass and colors, 80 damage, and you may discard all energy attached to this Pokemon, and if you do 80 more damage. It's basically like the Tapu Bulu GX from Sun and Moon. What card will you pair with this? You can pair it with the Rillaboom, but there's a Sherm in this set that I think it could be paired up with. Next is Kingdra. Kingdra is a stage 2 Pokemon with 150 hit points, and it has a really interesting and good ability, and that is when your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from your opponent attack, that's really important. So it's knocked out by the effect, it will not work. If it's knocked on the bench, it will not work. So you really need to understand that, okay? If that Pokemon is knocked out, you may choose any number of water energy attached to that Pokemon that was knocked out on the active spot, and move it to this Pokemon, to Kingdra. So if you load up like a thing with Frostmoth, a lot of energy with Frostmoth, it will preserve the energy and put it on itself. If you have multiple of these, they will always chain the energies and it will never go out. So that's really good. But my problem with this card, that is stage 2 and it's reliant on you having Frostmoth as well. So stage 1 and stage 2, I don't think this will work, but we will see. I really like the attack. If there's a water supporter that comes in the future, let you attach a lot of energy, I think this could be good. The attack though is good as well. For 1 water energy, this does 40 damage times the amount of water energy on this Pokemon. So you know how this is gonna build up if you have. Next is Galarian Mr. Rhyme, and I think this could be a fun budget deck as well, which is the ball juggling attack. So Galarian Mr. Rhyme is 110 HP with the stage 1. The first attack is the more important one here for 2 colorless, so Twin Energy or Welder, okay? You may discard any number of items with ball in their name, so the Pokeball, Great Ball, Cherish Ball, Quick Ball, and Level Ball now, so we have 5 targets for this. This attack does 10 damage plus 40 for each ball discarded. And don't forget we have Ball Guy that searches 3 balls by the effect of it. I think this is good, and we have the Yamper that when it's played it lets you like recover ball cards. So I think this could make a really fun deck. Next we have Lux Ray. Lux Ray here is a Rapid Strike Pokemon. Usually Lux Ray cards and Luxio cards usually are good. We still have the Luxio that do item lock, so we can play the memory item that lets you use the pre-evolution attacks. So this could be good. Electric Slide, this attack does 40 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so it's not bad. The second attack for 1 lightning and a colorless does 100 damage. If the opponent active Pokemon has any damage counter on it, it does 100 more damage, so 200 damage. 200 damage is not bad. The thing is, this is not hard to set up, so we can play the muster supporter so that we can put this card from the discard pile straight up. Next card is Sandaconda. So Sandaconda is a stage 1 Pokemon with 130 hit points and with 2 attacks. So Sandaconda for 1 fighting energy does discard the top 6 cards from your deck, and this does 60 damage for each fighting energy discarded this way. It's so similar to Gyarados. Gyarados reveals and shuffles the discard any other card than energy. This is really amazing. It's just the same. You play basically the same type of deck, and I think this could be really good. So if you hit a lot of energies by this effect, you can do up to 360 damage from this. The maximum amount of this is 360 damage. Most of the Pokemon in the meta will not survive this, okay? But yeah, I really enjoyed this card. I like that Sandaconda got a really good card, so yeah. So second to last card here is Bronzong. I think Bronzong is really good with the ability here. It's stage 1 Pokemon. As often as you like, you may move a metal energy from one Pokemon to another. The attack is not important, but this ability is really good. A card like this could make something like Hyper Potion be played in these metal decks, so yeah, I really like this card. Next, and the last card here is Sharam that we talked about with the Tapu Bulu. And this Sharam is really amazing for multiple reasons. First of all, let's see, it's a first stage 1 Pokemon. It's 80 HP, so you can be searched with level ball, so that's good. What it does, as often as you like, you may attach any number of grass energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. It's basically the Deluge. What's special about this is except Pokemon with rule boxes, so the V, the GXs, the stuff like these, the special Pokemon does not work with this ability. So I really like this because it's excluding the special Pokemon, so you can make decks from regular Pokemon. I think this is it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll be seeing you in the next one. If you like the video, make sure to like it, share it, and subscribe. See you in the next one.